Hi, this is based upon a TikTok that I saw where a teacher was trying to make a Harry Potter like worksheet for her students where there was animation in the pictures using the videos from like YouTube. And what she did was she went and opened up a Google slide, and to make it like a worksheet, she chose on the page setup 8.5 by 11. And then she kept the layout blank. And for the background, I'm using an image from my Google Drive so that the kids can see the questions. And then I have my text box that allows for them to answer. Oh, wrong file. That one is the one I want. And I pick that. I'm going to insert. And you can tell this is an old worksheet that I took a picture of because it has name, date, and class. And so I just insert my text boxes so that when the kids sign on, and I put an underline, they can, when they open up this PowerPoint, it will be there for them to fill in the blank. And this is where your questions might go. And I'll adjust that box. Now, first thing you do is you find your video. And I found this really awesome video. The first video I found, for some reason, didn't play when it went to YouTube, but after it was embedded onto the slide as a PowerPoint, or not as a PowerPoint, as a PDF, it would play the video, but it wouldn't play it on a Google slide as an embedded video. So I found this video. I go to Insert, Video. I copy and paste the code. Brings it up. I select it. I hit select down here. And it brings up a little box. I can stretch this box or shrink it. I'm going to grab it and move it over to where I want. And this is my formatting options. I can play on click, or I can tell it to play automatically or manually. I would probably do click or automatically. You can adjust when it starts. You can also mute the video. So if it's something you want them to see, but the sound's not that great, you can have that as an option. Some of the other fun features, haven't really played with the size and rotation or position, but the drop shadow was kind of cool. If I chose, I'm going to choose red because it'll stand out. The blur radius, you can see there's red forming around. I can change the transparency and the distance and have all kinds of fun. If I wanted, but I'm not, I'm just going to leave it without. So if I save it as a PDF, that's one option. And then, of course, I can also share it with my students. Now, the neat thing that I found was when I posted this on Google Classroom, this was my PDF, and then they can choose to, well, I guess not. I was hoping they would be able to download it. But they can click on the link. The link is active, which is very, very helpful. So if you have like I've been using these hyperlinks. Oh, it doesn't work for the PDF. It works for the sample. Okay. So much for my example. But the hyperlinks work on PDFs, and this video would if it were allowed. But if I hit the Google slide, and like anything, the more bells and whistles it has, the slower it can download your download speed. Doesn't help. It looks like I've got some updates that I need to do. Now this is just a standard slide. In this presentation, they would have to actually click on it in this format. So if it's just in the slide format, they're going to have to click on it to make it work. So it would work there, but if they hit present, it will automatically start because that's what I set it on. So it didn't work on the PDF, but it did work on the sample slide, the slide, and the presentation. It did the automatic start. The other thing that's nice about embedding a video is it allows you to also, when I look at my format options, it gives me a start and an end time. So if there's only a small section, you can actually give it a start time and an end time, and it will only play that section of the video. The other nice thing about that is sometimes you can cut out the introduction and the extra at the end that you don't necessarily want. I will tell you, it probably takes an extra couple of seconds for that to start because it's like Google has to think to that point and then it starts. But this is a way that I've been using it. If I send this as a PDF through the email or post it on a Google Classroom, and this should work because this is a video I made for school, they can click that video out right off their email. Hi, and welcome to the Green Local School District's digital library. And you can see that it automatically takes them right to the video. So it's also a way you could communicate. And the links are active as well. So if it's a hyperlink, it will take them directly to, just depending on how fast or how slow your internet. But all of these are live links. And you can see I did a little highlight of this video, just playing around with it. But as a PDF, it's something that you can send to parents, kids, post on Google Classroom. Hyperlinks work, and the video will work if you hit play or tap on the picture. Um, and I hope this was helpful. I know Mr. Dixon has done a lot of work with embedded videos, so I'm going to throw him under the bus and say that he's probably a great resource for inserting videos, and I'm sure other teachers are already doing this. So I hope this was helpful.